Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss the osteology of mandible. Here we draw the structure of mandible. Here we have the mandible. It's condylar process. Here it's coronoid process, and in between the condylar process and the coronoid process is the mandibular arch. Mandibular arch. And next to the condylar process and the coronoid process is the ramus, this orange structure. You see ramus of mandible. Oh, one thing which I forget to discuss. Here we are discussing the lateral view. Lateral view. We are discussing lateral view. The main indication of the lateral view is that the mandible has this foramen, the mental foramen. Mental foramen, from where the inferior alveolar nerve passes and become the mental nerve. This is the main indication of the lateral view, that here we have the mental foramen. So let's continue. Here we have the ramus next to the condylar and the coronoid process, and inferior to the mandibular arch. Here with the ramus, and next to ramus, this is portion of mandible is called the angle of mandible. Angle of mandible. And next to ramus and the angle of mandible, here we have the structure called the body of mandible. This is the body of mandible. Body of mandible. So here we have the mental foramen. Now we have discussed the lateral view. Now we will discuss its medial view. Medial view. And it looks like as, here we have the condylar process, then the coronoid process. I make it rough, but I hope you will understand it. Here we have, what is this? This is the condylar process. Condylar process. And here we have, what is this? This is the coronoid process. And in between the condylar and the coronoid process is the mandibular arch. Oh, again I forget to discuss the main thing. The main point of the medial view is that we have here the mandible foramen. Here we have the mandibular foramen, and this is the mandibular foramen, and this is the mandibular arch, from where the inferior alveolar arch passes. And those, so this is the medial view. The main thing is the mandibular foramen and the mandibular arch. Now this is a coronoid process, this is the condylar process in between the mandibular arch, and this is the angle angle of mandible. This is the ramus. This whole structure is the ramus of mandible, and the whole structure is the body of mandible. And the one important thing which I have to discuss is that the condylar process. Where is the condylar process? I hope you know it. This is the condylar process. And on the medial side, when we look at the condylar process, it has a neck and a head. Now we can say that the condylar process on the medial side divided by a arch or ridge into two parts, the head and the neck. And I hope you understood the basic anatomy or osteology of mandible. In the next video, we will discuss the muscles of the mandible, nerve supply, blood supply of the mandible. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the latest notifications and update. Thank you.